I guess it's on Norix. I guess Amazon here to give you guys a movie review, which this movie is called The Enemy of State, starring Will Smith. Also starring the guy who plays in Varsity Blues. And he also played in some of the Transformers movies. You probably know what I'm talking about. Varsity Blues, where he's basically the coach, teaching young football team, high school football team. It's okay. I mean, not really one of my favorites, but I don't think I gave you guys a review for that movie. I have to look over with that. And so yeah, so what is the state of play is really all about? The state, or I was the enemy of the state, excuse me, not state of play, the enemy of state. It's basically it's kind of like like you're spying on someone and you're spying on another person, and then it goes down from to connect the dots from here and there and over and over and over and stuff like that. And I one person want to say is that a person want to say it's like it's kind of like a phone call from a way that they can really can track you, especially with a cell phone. I I got right here on my phone. I can Google. I can have my favorite wallpapers. I can look at my bank. I can look at Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that. They can track all the stuff down, basically all the stuff down. Even though with the laptop also small too, they can track everything. They can track almost everything pretty much out there, and basically stuff. I want to personally want to say is that first want to say here is that I think that the Democrats and Republicans has been doing this thing like probably for a long time, the Privacy Act and stuff like that. And one thing I really want to say is that some people would probably say, well, the government has no right to privacy get into our phones or internet or whatever it is that we do or anything like that. I mean, it would be very unconstitutional if they were actually to do if they were actually basically to go that far and stuff like that. I would basically believe it was a pretty much a hot topic from back in the 90s, which I think is still a hot topic till now and stuff like that. But I mean, I think time has progressed. I think we did see some stabilization of privacy and stuff like that. But I mean, like people will probably say on the news, "Oh yeah, it didn't happen" or something like that. I mean, you just don't know if you say like, "Oh yeah, it didn't never happen." But guess what? It probably did happen. It probably did, and stuff like that. Because it probably would. I mean, here, me doing this video, they could probably look up my video, what I'm doing right now. Like they could probably come in just like that, right in there, right in there, right in there, and like just like I said with myself, with it, they can potentially find out what I'm doing and stuff like that. Even though Japan may want these things, Nintendo Switch, they could probably know what we're doing and stuff like that. So I think the reason why I'm saying this is basically because just seeing this and stuff like that, and like, given our intelligence classified information, you can go above and beyond and stuff like that. When you deal with classified informations, it can lead you into a lot of serious trouble and stuff like that. And people are just willing to do these things to try to make like some kind of cover up, like to basically say like yeah they're responsible and stuff like that. Basically, what happened basically is like I said before, where this congressman, or I think it's the senator or congressman, he's supposed to vote on this bill, either like yes or no or something like that. And even though he wants to spend time with his family, but even though he got assassinated, means he died. Someone killed him and someone put him to sleep. In other words, nobody didn't shoot him or anything like that. But the reason if they were to do that, it would lead to more complications and stuff like that. Because pretty much what they did to him, they grabbed him by the neck and they put some kind of ejection in his neck, and then what they did next and stuff like that, they threw in some medication like pills, like to make it look like actually he took his own life and stuff like that. And let me just say this also well too, because I just don't see that people would basically would just be so up in arms and stuff like that, basically when it comes to privacy and stuff like that. And basically that's basically what it feels. That's basically what it feels to me. And the reason I'm saying that because they tried to basically to get this all basically a cover up. So basically, what this other guy did, he's kind of a computer nerd kind of guy. He likes doing hacks and stuff like that. But even though he found something that was so very jaw dropping, what happened to the congressman or the senate or whatever who was basically standing right there, and he saw what basically was happening, and the only way he can see it was basically the satellites that flies over around us. Like I said before, they can, like I said before, with our cell phones or Nintendo Switch, maybe my laptop, my camera I'm using right now. I mean, anything. They could do anything. they can do anything. I mean, even though the reason why the government that has these satellites and stuff like that, it's not just mainly because they want to spy on people, but they're trying to prevent from bad things really are happening. That's the reason why basically they're trying to do that. But even though if you were to basically say like to assassinate, let's say whoever it is wants to assassinate the president, people would basically would have done that. But even though it did happen before, 3 times, Abraham Lincoln, he's dead. He's gone. He's not no longer around anymore. JF Kennedy, he's gone. Also dead. Also too. Donald Trump, he's lucky. He's like he's not even dead because they nearly missed him and stuff like that. And people are just like getting so angry. So like, how did this really actually happen and stuff like that and stuff? Because you could just see like what's basically going on. Because if you were to try to attempt to assassination of the president of the United States, you're probably going to get the death penalty for sure. But even though that's basically what it really actually is, I don't want to get into politics really too much because I don't want to make this video like a politic kind of video because as I'm saying, like what happened to Donald Trump or anything like that. But I'm just saying I'm just saying is that you're going to have one lone wolf among the crowd from everybody that is want to do something to cause a stir up basically in the world or basically in the United States. And you're just gonna have that one person among the flocks, and you're just that lone wolf right there among the crowd. Bam! Guess what? Something bad's gonna happen. But even though it was basically what's gonna happen basically with Donald Trump, but nobody cannot predict like was this plan or something like that. Right? So we really do not know the details or anything like that. But like I said, before, I don't want to make it to a political basic kind of video. But the point I'm trying to make here is that spying on certain people and trying to get to know what they're doing. But it's a very powerful situation to really just to do that stuff and to do that stuff. Take us for the instance of the not the Joker movie, but the Dark Knight Rises, or sorry, not the third one, the second one, the Dark Knight movie, where that Morgan Seven, he sees like this powerful technology that they have to spy on every single Americans basically around the world, and I mean not around the world, but I mean around in the United States. But even though the Batman says he wants to use this, Morgan Seven said like, no, we couldn't shoot this. This is too much power. This is way too much power. Means that was basically what it means is that if someone were to have that technology to spy on every single American basically in the United States, that is very, very dangerous for a person to basically have that. But what if the government would have got their hands on it? What would they do and stuff like that? Well, what would they do? They probably would use it. But even on Morgan said he agreed with Batman to basically just to do that means that Morgan says, okay, all right, I'll do it one time, but this is the only time I'm doing it, and we're shutting down the system. And that's what they did. Morgan said that he doesn't want to be part of work with Batman anymore, but it doesn't mean he doesn't want to associate with or anything like that. But it means that he was just doing this one mission and only mission, and that is all. And then he says he's going to resign and stuff like that. But even though he still helps him off, with the gadgets and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to say here is that what Morgan Shepard said to Batman was that it's too powerful. We cannot allow that debate to happen. It's way too powerful. It really actually is. Giving somebody more of that power. But even though Batman didn't want to use that technology that he had, but the reason why he wanted to use it because he can help to find the enemies and stuff like that. But it was just only one time purpose only. But that's what basically it feels weird. I think Will Smith done a really great job basically in this movie, but it's not really the best movie that basically I would basically have seen. I would say that the ending of the movie, it was kind of jaw dropping. It was, but it wasn't for me. I kind of felt like the ending was kind of a little weak because I was expecting that Will Smith basically in the movie I would have expected him to be arrested just like that because what just happened because he didn't, for one, he didn't have a gun in his hand. For two, everyone just start blowing up big up. I mean, wow. I mean, it really was and stuff. Yeah, I'm really quite surprised. And one thing I really want to say also well too, because normally you see this like every single character that dies, like basically a comic got killed. Like every single person, even though the main male character in the anime also dead also well too, and stuff like that. That just kind of remind me of the ending based of this movie because like Everyone's dead. Not like all in America. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like both parties. Everyone was dead. Everyone. Even the only one who was still alive is basically Will Smith underneath the table, and then all just all just blew up and stuff like that and stuff like that. And I was quite shocked and surprised that he did not get arrested. But I don't know what Will Smith really actually did. But I think he did something that that would basically help them clear his name. Even though he got some of the actually nobody, I don't think everybody wasn't dead. I think some others that were still around. But even though I think it was an okay movie, but I think the ending would have basically would end just a little bit more better. That's my opinion. That's basically what I think. So I'm definitely going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think that's a good fair assessment base for this film, and I think it's a really basically it's a really actually it's a very good film, and I really actually love it. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this in review movie review. So anyways, to some extent, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you have one day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs out. Doesn't matter to me. And please leave me comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have one day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.